I'm going to give you an abbreviated version of what this training is all about, just so that you have an idea about what it is that I'm talking about. Now, flyermailsecrets.com. Now, how to successfully target home sellers with flyers without spending tons of cash. Secret number one, you don't need to send flyers to a massive area to make this system work. A smaller area will actually produce far better results. And in the blown out training, you'll get this. This is pretty cool stuff. I think it's one of the most essential things that people could do. By way of what I'm going to show you here today, I think you'd have to be absolutely crazy not to do it. Anyway, step number two, secret number two, the goal of your flyer should be to get the prospect to take one small baby step past the recycle bin to their computer, not to initially try for the phone call. This alone will cause a dramatic increase in your sales. It just will. Most people try for the phone call, and we already know 90% of people go to the internet. Duh. I think that's the word that we're looking for here. Secret number three, write emotionally engaging value propositions targeting the 3 highest wants of the seller. Notice I didn't say needs, because people buy what they want. Done correctly, and you can get up to 400% higher conversions. This will make you quickly become the dominant agent in any market. I'm not going to say I guarantee, but I will say I promise you this. If you go out and you test this and it doesn't work, in this sales program that I'm going to be selling here for Flyer Mail Secrets, $297, try it. If you 6 months down the road, I'll give you your money back if it doesn't work. That's a 6-month guarantee. It's that far down the road. If you can show me the flyers you sent and show me the frequency that you deliver them at and it doesn't work, I will give you your money back. I'm that serious about how good this stuff is. After 8 weeks, market awareness will explode to 40% if you follow the system that I'm going to show you in the blown out version of the Flyer Mail Secrets training program. Market awareness after 8 weeks, you'd have to think of any other way. There's no other way of it, in no other media. It's a small dot relative to what you can do to nail people with flyers. You absolutely cannot do this. It's top of mind awareness that becomes important here, because if it's top of mind, think about it. People don't move for a year, but when they have to move, who's top of mind if you do the right thing now? A year from now, who's top of mind? I get flyers at my house about 3 times a year from people. None of them are top of mind. I mean, it's just not going to work that way. Flyers are by far and away the only way that you can target 100% of the market. Because even the people that are renting in the market you're targeting could still buy the house. Because of your market awareness that you develop, you're liable to get a call from them too. You would be lucky to reach 20% by any other medium. And I'm talking newspaper, I'm talking any other medium. Internet, flyers are the only way to go. Internet's not as good. Newspaper is not as good. Nothing. Door knocking. You're lucky to get people home if you're banging on the door, because some of them are going to be working. Flyers, when the person gets home, at least they're going to see them. You, by far and away, need to know your numbers better than anything else here to make sense of this. It's the only way I think I can really make you see this. And if you understand the average year between moves, I hear some sales trainers tell me, oh yeah, it's 3 per 100, 10 per 100, whatever. Think of the math. The average number of years between moves, on average, when I ask people, they say it's 7 years. 7 years, then divide 7 into 100. You got 14.3 moves per 100 homes. And trust me on this, as we go through this presentation, you're going to see it gets way better than this. Now, for every 1,000 homes, divided by 7, that's 143. That's huge. Doesn't count double ends and all that other stuff that I'll show you in a bit. Now, let's just take a look at a flyer here. This came to my mail today. Do you think that's a nice flyer? On the surface, I think it's a pretty flyer. It's nice. It stands out. But it doesn't work. Just sold. Call for your free market evaluation. They're swimming upstream. The domain name, if I was looking at that, it's not going to pop. There's no emotionally engaging value proposition. That is almost as just sold is almost the same as saying I'm number one. It's not the same as number one, but it's like it's in that same ballpark. People, you know what I mean? Unless you hit them with such frequency, maybe just sold will work, but I do not believe that that's going to be the most effective flyer. And this is the back end. Now, what I'm going to do is from here show you what I think is a decent flyer. Immediate access to thousands of Windsor and area MLS homes for sale. Now, if I'm designing this flyer in its true nature, I would break that down into the neighborhood, take out Windsor, and put the neighborhood that I was nailing. Resonate as personally as you can in your flyer. Have a direct call to action. That big arrow tells them where you want to go. And now, because in this here example, I'm using mirrormailers.com, because Mirror Mailers is where we have the multiple websites. And really in a scenario like this, you want to create a whole bunch of websites, one for most money, one for quickest sale, one for fewest problems. You're going to have your social proof campaign when you sell people standing beside your signs. Everyone has a different website. And because of the package we put together, there's cost isn't an issue. But you want to do that because you want to be able to track where your business is coming from. You want to see where people are really nailing the interest level here. So you make your flyers in small batches. And once you hit ones that work, man, sky is the limit. You will blow the roof off when you nail this with the right flyers. Now here's another example of just how color will change. And this one here is the one of the ones that I use for your problem person, the person concerned about problems. And what I would do is, I'm pumping Team Goran here. Goran's a friend of mine, so I just this isn't going to one of the mirror mailer websites, but it just is by way of example how I would design a flyer. If I was designing the flyer in true nature, the 3 Reasons would have its own websites, and it would be like the 3badreasons.com or .info or something like that. 52 weeks down the road, guys, I'm not kidding you. This is crazy. 52 weeks down the road, you'll have 75% name brand recognition following what it is that I'm doing. And if you look at the numbers, remember that 1,000 divided by 7, small area, double ends, sellers repurchasing, out of area sellers, out of area buyers, out of market referrals. There's over 200 possibilities for every 1,000 homes. It's an amazing, amazing thing. Now, more on the math. Show me the money, as Kevin O'Leary likes to say off Shark Tank. $431,000 average house sale. Now, I don't have the ability to point on this screen with a pointer, but if you take a look at the, I'd say 3 or 4 lines on 28 deliveries, 1,000, 28,000, 15 cents, $4,200. Way down to the second bottom line on the left, it says 2%. That 2% commission, $8,600. If that was 1%, you made a profit on one sale. I'm just giving by way of example here. If you had 6 sales, you'd make $51,000 with an average Canadian house price, $47,520 profit. That is an 11 times possibility. And I'm telling you, these are low because you could easily start getting a couple deals a month in a scenario like this. You're then well on your way. If you start looking at that's 4 times higher, you're taking a look at about a 44 times possibility of getting sales. 44 times over your investment. I just personally cannot ignore numbers like this. And it's the kind of thing when I was running my business, I played with numbers and math and I looked at the scenarios, put it all together, and this one made me sort of salivate. When I was running my show, I would run an ad, your home sold in 29 days or I'll pay you cash. It was pulling me 30 deals a year. 30 deals a year. I taught someone else in my local market. He was running now with 28 days. I tell other people now start running 27. He doesn't own 28. Do you see how this will help you? I mean, this has to be obvious. I want it to be so obvious that you're salivating at the possibilities. Technology should be designed to engage. The Realtor sticky strategy is what I call this. Now, the Realtor sticky strategy is websites that are designed to get people to continue coming back. So if you have an appealing website, not because the picture of you is so awesome, but because of the value it offers your visitors, you're going to then be far more what I call sticky. And sticky is, they keep coming back because you offer them so much value. You have mortgage calculators, moving day tips, you have land transfer tax calculators. That's all great. But now with our new websites, the advanced website is kick ass because now we can display thousands and thousands of listings from your real estate board or any of the neighboring real estate boards. Often some boards have overlapping boards. So now all of the listings are on your website and people can now go into your website and now they can go in and set up their own searches, view their own price, their own area, their own style, and then they can get price alerts, new listing alerts. It's amazing. This is so important for you. 90% of the people, what do they go to see when they go to your website? Is they go to see listings. So you have to have a very functional website that provides lots of listings, easy access, and you don't want to be sending them your board's dripping on them listings every day. No, you want them to go back to your website because now you become a value-driven agent. This is so important. This is the way we work this system here, and I just slow it down a little bit, and in my enthusiasm, I can start wanting to bite nails out of the wall. I get so enthusiastic about some of this stuff. What I want you to see is, and slow down and think about the feeder sites. And if you get this, your business will explode. I promise you that. We build what we call the mirror mailer system, which is a series of websites. One for the most money, one for the quickest sale, and one for the fewest problems. Now, the cool thing is for each one of these websites, they're one opt-in page. That's it. Just one opt-in page. The examples that I showed you back in there, back a few slides, those were flyers, and the mirror website now is the same. That flyer and that website's the same. Now, the reason why we have them the same is because when that person walks into, back up. When a person walks into a Tim Hortons, they're the same. We're comfortable. They go to Starbucks, they're the same. Anywhere we go in any franchise, they're the same. Well, when the flyer and the website match, the guy doesn't have to think. The lady doesn't have to think. They go there, they're the same. They can easily start to get it right away. Where is what I want? And if you're offering them some type of, whatever it is, the 7 essential fix-ups that'll get your local, whatever your neighborhood is, home sold for the most money possible. Well, I want the 7 fix-ups. What are they? So you give it to them. They get there, they land, they see it. They right away, there's no mistake that this is all they have to do. So now we drive all the traffic that we can to all of these websites. Every one of them has traffic pushed to the websites. They immediately get set up then. This is the coolest part. They get set up on your branded advanced website. So you can go to, it's just amazing. This person now, out here, you have these ads for a singular offer, which doubles, triples, quadruples, or more your lead opt-in rates for value type leads. And they're automatically then signed up on and they end up being redirected and set up automatically on your branded website, the advanced website. This is just so cool. I wish I could tell the world each individual agent one at a time so that they got it. Because when you're talking sometimes like I am now, it seems like it's a pitch, and I wish people would just get it. They could go look and go, wow, I get it, I want it. So they land on a page like this, right after they go and opt in on that one website that the satellite feeder sites, and they land on a page like this with thousands of listings to view. And then we call this the sticky website strategy. And then if they came to right directly to your branded website, this is the page that they would see with an offer to set up their own personal search. And the cool thing is, if you take a look down at the cell phone number on the left, we're asking people to put in their phone number. We want their phone number so that the phone number is part of their password, giving you a higher possibility of getting legitimate information. We're building in all kinds of stuff in here. If you take a look at this, we're building what we actually have this in already. It's called heat seeker technology. And if you take a look at the profiles here, this is one agent that I pulled off the number of leads that he has that he's working with. And all of those leads are pointing to people who have been in the system and looked at listings at least 13 times, 5 times. Some are 0, some are 1, but the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 off one page, one snippet. That person, this agent has that many leads that he can go in and view and see, wow, those people are in. Who do you want to call if you're an agent? All the zeros or all the people who've been in 15, 20 times? I want to go after the 15, 20s. And if I go after the zeros, I know how to readjust my follow-up and make sure that they got their email as the courtesy call, just double checking it doesn't look like you've been able to set yourself up on the website, etc., etc. So we built these websites with full CRMs, listing management, lead management. You can go to advanced websites and take a look at them on the outside, but suffice to say the back end completely blows away almost every website out there that I've looked at. And the reason why is because it's got this wonderful outside opportunity, looks great, offers lots to your visitors. On the back end, you get to see what your visitors are doing. You get automatic email to you, automatic email to them, automatic listing alerts, price alerts, tools galore, CRM, so you can go in and manage it. They sync with all of the other major CRMs out there, like Top Producer and Exact Contact. It's a powerhouse. It's an absolute powerhouse.